Elite Dangerous is a strange game to recommend to people. If you try to describe it honestly, you end up saying things that sound like warnings rather than selling points. Mining alone in an asteroid field, long travel times, empty space, empty planets, they all sound boring. And yet, for the players who truly fall in love with Elite, those are often the exact reasons why they stay. Elite Dangerous is at its best when nothing is happening. Most modern games are designed to keep you engaged every second. There's always a marker on the map, a notification popping up, a reward waiting just a few steps away. Silence is treated like a problem to solve. Downtime is something to cut out. Elite does the opposite. It forces downtime on you. Long supercruise flights, jumps that feel endless, quiet moments where your ship hums and the galaxy simply exists around you. At first, this feels boring. For many players, it's exactly where they quit. But for others, something clicks. When nothing is happening in Elite, your mind fills the space instead. You start thinking ahead, about your route, about your fuel, about what could go wrong. You're not reacting anymore, you're anticipating. That's when the game stops feeling like a checklist and starts feeling like a journey. A 20-minute flight in another game would be considered bad design. In Elite, it becomes a moment of calm before uncertainty. A time to reflect on where you're going and why you're going there in the first place. This quiet pacing creates tension in a very different way. Elite doesn't need scripted danger all the time because the possibility of danger is always there. Jumping near a neutron star, a missed fuel star, an interdiction when you're not prepared. Nothing happens until suddenly something does. And when it does, it matters more because of the silence that came before it. That contrast is powerful. It's something Elite understands deeply, even if it never explains it to you directly. The emptiness of Elite's galaxy also plays a big role in this. Space isn't busy. It isn't crowded. It's vast, repetitive, and indifferent to you. When you're flying through it, the game isn't trying to entertain you. It's asking you to exist within it. That's why exploration works in Elite in a way it often doesn't in other games. Finding something interesting after hours of nothing makes it feel earned. These moments stick with you because the game didn't force them on you. They happen naturally. Even combat feels different because of this pacing. Fights aren't constant, they're interruptions. You can spend a long time preparing, traveling, positioning yourself, only for everything to be decided in a few intense minutes. Win or lose, you feel it, because the lead-up made the outcome feel important. Elite rarely rushes you, and when it does, it's usually because you failed to plan ahead. That reinforces a core truth about the game. Success isn't about reflexes, it's about patience. What's interesting is that Elite's quiet moments aren't just empty, they're vulnerable. When nothing is happening, you're exposed. You're far from stations, far from help, far from instant solutions. That vulnerability is what turns routine travel into survival tension. It's what makes returning safely from a long journey feel rewarding even when nothing dramatic occurred. You didn't win a battle. You didn't complete a big story mission. You just made it back. And somehow, that feels like enough. This design philosophy is risky. It alienates players who want constant action. It's easy to misunderstand. It's even easier to criticize. But it's also the reason Elite Dangerous still feels unlike anything else. It doesn't beg for your attention. It doesn't constantly reassure you. It lets silence do the work. Elite Dangerous isn't at its best when everything is happening at once. It's at its best when the galaxy feels vast, quiet, and uncaring. When your ship is just a small presence, drifting through something much bigger. Those moments, where nothing happens, or where immersion lives, where tension builds slowly, where the game trusts you enough to let boredom turn into meaning. And if that clicks with you, Elite doesn't just become a game you play, it becomes a place you return to. Do you also enjoy this kind of slower, reflective gameplay sessions? Then let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what quiet moments in Elite stuck with you the most. And as always, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel.